Hello and welcome to the Goju Satoru and Geto Suguru fan club. Just kidding, just kidding. Welcome back to the KC Dota channel. We're back for another video, this time doing the group stage video for TI12. So how the format works was very confusing. I had to go Google it again before I made this video. Is that there's two stages of group stage, right? So there's group stage 1, which is all the teams down there, and then the top 4 teams of each group, right, go into something called group stage phase 2, which I'm not 100% certain on this, right? If anybody knows more, like put a comment or something in the channel. I'm super happy with it. I need the information as well, where they will play like from 1 plays 4, 2 plays 3, you know, the usual format after groups. And that's a playoff match, best of 3, where the winner sort of gets seeded into the main playoff bracket. So it's a pre-playoff match to get seeding, and obviously I think the last place teams there, do they go home? Oh no, they just go to the lower bracket, the losing teams. So confusing format. Group stage 1, which we're talking about here, is best of 2, so that should also be noted. So to kick things off, we got first, second, third, and fourth, and then obviously last place is 5th for the team that will be going home. So the 5th place team in each of these groups, 1 team from each group will be going home. So 5th place is NA here in the list for near airport. North Americans, no need to get offended. No need to get offended. And yeah, that's the format. So in terms of the actual teams in the groups, well, it's kind of spicy. So in Group A, you obviously got 9 Pandas, Entity, EG, SMG, and Spirit, which I think is a pretty solid group. You got obviously your top contender in Spirit. You know, we rated them the S tier, the pick to win TI. Very good. Then you got 9 Pandas, a consistently good team throughout the year. Despite they throwing in everything, they still make the playoffs of every event. They make it far. They get into the position to be good enough to throw. So that's obviously, you know, a plus side for them. Entity, a team that's kind of on the rise now, doing pretty well. EG, a South American team that did very well at TI last year. I mean, it wasn't the exact same team. They were Thunder Awakened then, but I mean, top 6 performance, could have been a top 3 performance, looking how well they played against Liquid in that super crazy lower bracket match, one of the best of TI 11. And of course SMG, now a team I'm hype on, it's on the rise. So to rate that group, first is obviously going to be from their team spirit, like they're going first in the group, right? Next in that group, maybe I'll put, how spicy do you want to get? Do we want to just go with the basics, put 9 Panda there, or do we want to say something crazy and be like, yo, SMG is gonna show up second? I think there is a big chance SMG can show up second, like really flex on peeps, but I feel like, you know, that'll be disrespectful to 9 Pandas. So I'm gonna put them third, 9 Pandas second, and this is where it's gonna get spicy. I rated Entity B tier, Evil Geniuses C tier, because that's what, you know, Entity just been a better team in the last while. Evil Geniuses haven't played to their standards throughout TI so far, but you know, fuck it, this is my second video of like TI. Let me have fun with it. I'm gonna put EG as 4th in the group and Entity the one to go home. So EG gets 4th and Entity will be in NA, right? That's crazy. I know the likelihood is not high, but we've seen crazier things happen in TI. It's all about BMT, how the teams are going to play. So, you know, it's just a crazy pick for now. Entity, of course, I just do want to make one more note. They have performed well at TI before. Not TI 11, TI 12, I believe. It was a pretty good performance from them, and they were pretty good that whole year. So, you know, shout out Entity, but I'm going to pick them weak so far. Next group is Group B. Absolutely ridiculous group, straight up. You know, in every form of competition, be it the FIFA World Cup, Dota 2 Majors, League of Legends Worlds, whatever it is, they always just talk about the group of death. Well, if you're talking group of death, for me, surefire group of death is Group B. Like Azure Ray, I put them in my A tier. If you watch my tier list video, links up there. Go watch it. It was super hype. I had them in A tier. Yes, some bias from my part, but you know what? They're going to show us something at TI, guys. Have faith. Have faith. A tier team, bet boom, just player for player skill, you know. I think they're S tier, like on skill, mechanical skill. I said this in the past, they could be one of the most talented player for player rosters in terms of clicking the buttons and the mouse ever in Dota. Shopify Rebellion, yes, I put them in B tier only in my tier list. Again, go watch it. they are a team with insane potential. The only reason I had them in B tier was because, overall performance of the year, they've been poor. But in recent times, again, at Dream League Season 21, right at the end of the year, they seem to be coming into form. Although, PA is just broken. Maybe that's why Artois could finally win. But again, they do have potential. And of course, Team Liquid, the prince of the entire year, Nadal in 2011 when Djokovic beat him in 11 final sort of vibes where they made second place every time. And, yes, they had a poor showing at Dream League Season 21, but Team Liquid are going to be a great team at this tournament. I guarantee it. So 4 really, really good teams there. And then Thunder Awaken, obviously the Peruvian squad coming up in the worst of worst groups. I don't think they're going to be making it out of that one. So the easiest pick here so far is Thunder Awaken in NA. SA-NA, not that far apart. The next pick we're going to have for top of the group. Damn, that's a tough one. Like, are we going to put Liquid top? Or are we going to put BetBoom top? Are we going to put Azure Ray top? I don't know. Like, I really think Azure Ray has the potential to win TI. I feel like they got that mix, right? But I also don't think they're going to be top of the group. Like, I think BetBoom are front runners, so they could be top of the group. But also, maybe they're going to be second, right? Liquid showing their mettle first. Actually, no. Liquid as a team has composure to recover from a bad position. BetBoom are just going to flex on holes from the start. So it's going to be BetBoom, Liquid, Azure Ray for me, and then fourth team, Shopify Rebellion. I mean, there is a good chance that Shopify can also smash this group, guys. Because this is like, classic EG way, this crit, RTZ, Arbed sort of, or maybe even before Arbed, when S4 and stuff was still there. What they do is they always perform super well in the group stage, maybe well in the first round of upper brackets or the early parts of lower bracket. And then eventually, like, they hit like a Goliath, like, old LGD, old OG, where they get knocked out. So if Shopify is going to do well, maybe that's where they go out. Maybe that's where they show up. Like, they're going to flex on your favorites, your BetBooms, your Liquids, your Azure Rays, etc. But for me, I'm happy with this. It's very hard to predict groups, but we're trying our best here. Group C, Beast Coast Gaming, LGD. I can't actually see this last team here. Nouns and Virtus Pro. I'm only working with one monitor right now. So this is one of those groups where I think it's one of the easier groups. Like Gaming Gladiators, you're surefire first place in the group. I don't think I even have to explain that. I think it's a good run of luck for Beast Coast that they can be in this group as well, because I do see them as like a third place finisher. But like, I think Beast Coast and Nouns are not that far apart. So it's going to be like that NA-SA war to see who comes out in front. I think for LGD, it's a real blessing that they have this group. I think they've had a rough couple of tournaments. Their last 2-3 tournaments hasn't looked good. So maybe having an easier group, if they can like really flex, get second place, maybe they upset Gaming Gladiators in the group. Historically, LGD at TI have been, the group toppers. I'm sure in the most like first and second place finishers in groups in TI of all time has to be LGD. Fucking TI7, LFY, and LGD both were top of the groups. You know what I'm saying? So maybe it's a chance for LGD to maybe make first place in the group. Even that could be a crazy prediction if we want to go for it. But whether Gaming Gladiators finish first or second in their groups means fuck all, right? They have the composure. They can finish. I'll even leave them second in their group. But these guys can still go and win TI, finish top 2 or finish top 3. Gaming Gladiators, again, they don't choke. They don't have bad mentality in the games. Yeah, Quinn walks down lanes in the pub. But in the pro games, these guys are mentality monsters. So first, second, GG, LGD, whatever. We're going to be high on LGD. Hope they do good in groups here. But they have to. They really have to. If they can't do a good showing in groups, they're going to fizzle out very early in this tournament. Then we've got Beast Coast. Beast Coast, Nouns, VP. Oh, I haven't mentioned VP yet. I just not high on them. Like, I'm a big fan of, Eastern European, Russian, Dota, like always have been. Old VP, one of my favorite teams of all time. Maybe after TI8, LGD, my most favorite. Although there's Team DK and stuff as well. They could... I have no faith. Sorry, I stick to what I said in the tier list video. I haven't showed any promise this year on the national stage. Again, it could change, right? You never know what happens at TI. TI is its own event. Teams have had 1 or 2 months here to prep to go and do something. But from what we've seen, for me, VP will be our NA representatives in Group C. So they'll be 5th, and then it's all about Beast Coast or Nouns. I'll just go with Beast Coast out of personal preference and then Nouns behind them, because I got to stay in character, shitting on the NA teams here. But again, like, I think these two teams are quite good, and you got to rep the SA from Nouns as well, where they got Mr. Hector there, big man, hard carry, crazy man. Wraith Kings come back into the meta, so maybe we'll see teams first phasing that shit as well. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with the Group C predictions. Next group is Group D, with Quest, Talon, TSM, Tundra Esports, and Vivo Kids Stars. I think it's also quite a competitive group, to be honest. Like, maybe you don't have your true top heavy, like ultra Goliaths, like, in Group A, Spirit, Group B, BetBoom, and Group C, Gaming. But I feel like overall talent in this group is quite high. So it's actually a hard one to rank. So from here, let's put, I think my top of this group is going to be, between Quest and Talon is hard, guys. I really can't decide. And Tundra is also there. I think Tundra, again, similar to like what I said about Gaming Gladiator, these guys have a pretty good mentality. They already show composure in their games and stuff. So no matter they're placing here in this first stage of group, I think they can do well in the tournament. I also rated them as an A-tier team in my tier list as well. So I don't know exactly where to place them. Like, I think in the start of the groups, I think your Quests and your Talons are going to come out more prepared. So for me, I would see Tundra come 3rd, but I don't think that affects their chances at winning TI. I mean, groups mean a lot at TI, but it also sometimes is like, come on, guys. Well, what does groups really mean? As long as the team plays well enough, it's fine. And I think Tundra could show a showing like that. The top of the group, I think I will give it to Talon. They're really good. If they do come, I think, again, Talon's kind of like LGD, where this team has been one of the best teams this year. Top 5 easily. They've had 2-3 really great finishes over the year. They've shown real star fucking potential, man. But I think if they don't hit the ground running and like give a strong showing in group stage, I will be a bit worried, because SEA teams, there's no other way to put it, but like mentality monsters, your OGs of old, Team Liquid, TI7 coming back from anything, those kind of, rosters. I don't think Talon is like that. Most C teams, not say they're front runners, they can come back from behind and stuff, but we saw the epic choke by Talon, right? 23 Savage getting up, celebrating too early or whatever. Now that could have been a growing moment. They could have been like, let's keep it cooler, let's keep it calmer, and let's just play. But I also want to say, while I do say that's a weakness, and if they start going down or whatever, the mentality start getting bad, but that's also part of that fucking SCA spirit, man. Like, flex on hoes, stand and dance 23. That's what I want to see. So I want to hope Talon like smash through groups here, because that will be a good sign for them for the tournament. But if they don't, I'm gonna be worried, guys. I'm gonna be worried. So Talon gets first place in Group D, and second will go to Quest. I think that's a fair pick. And then the last 2 picks we have in Group D is TSM and Vivo Kids Star. Again, TSM, right, have shown promise this year. They have shown good performances. I think they finished second at DMA, if I remember correctly, and definitely at BetBoom Dacha against Gaming Gladiators, they made the finals or something like that. There's been a lot of Dota on guys this year, and I didn't like go double, triple check that. So go Google it yourselves. So they have been good. Vivo Kids Stars, I didn't really talk about them too much in the tier list video, so I'll chat about them a bit now. I did say, new guys at TI or whatever, but Vivo Kids Stars have been at TI. A lot of these players are previously from SG Esports, so there is experience there. It is a Brazilian squad. They're going to bring the hype. We saw what they did in their first ever fucking appearance against Team Secret. I can't remember exactly what major it was, maybe Shanghai or something. And they beat Team Secret at a time where it was like the first time we're seeing SA Dota on a big stage, and they slap up, one of the best teams. So, Brazilian Dota has showed up on a big stage. They have flexed on hoes. They have pulled some stunts. But I also don't think it's that likely. Pain Gaming also previously, A lot of these guys from those old rosters also underperformed at TI, getting last place finishes and things. And I don't think, even if they go 0-5 in group or 0-4 and they go out or whatever, I don't think that's an indictment of how good the team is. I mean, they've only now, first international tournament they qualified to is TI 12. So come on, playing against this top tier competition for the first time, it can be an advantage where they come in like doing their own team, doing their own thing, flexing on people and stuff. But in this group, I think it's too tough. So I would like to make the prediction 4th place, they make it to the next stage, but even I can't. It hurts me to say that they going in the NA slot and NA is gonna make it through. TSM gonna get 4th in this group. Listen, I'm gonna put them 4th, but I don't think they're gonna go up and show up this group. I think this group D is actually also insane. Like, it's so competitive, such good teams, and yeah, that's just the reality. So I'm gonna go with Talon, Quest, Tundra, TSM, and then finally Vivo Kid, like 1st to 5th there. I'm happy with that. I'm fine with that for Group D. I think it makes sense. Group E, we have Boom Esports. Wait. What? Oh, man. Fuck. Kids, let this be a lesson to you. If you're going to take a screenshot for a Dota 2 piece of content, take it from Wikram Reddy's account, not Team Secret's account, because Mido Meepo is the biggest troll in Dota goddamn 2. So I hope you enjoyed this video. That's my list of predictions for the first stage of group stage. If you like this sort of content, do hit the like button to support this video and help me in the algorithm. And also, if you want to see more content like this, hit the subscribe button as well, because I'll be doing more content throughout TI 12 and afterwards as well. So I hope you enjoyed this video and catch you all in the next one. Goodbye.